Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Looking at the camera. I keep on forgetting the camera is there and not there. Man, how can that be so hard to do? Anyway, good evening everyone. I'm Konstantinos and this is another live dev session. Not even sure what I'll be working on tonight. I have a few things that I know that I need to do, but pretty much that's it. I can, if you join, if you're here and you have questions, drop them in the chat and I will try and get to every single one. Respond if you have questions on the lovely dashboard, not just features and bugs and stuff like that. That can go in Discord. Like if you need help for anything, setting things up, or if there's something I can help with, just don't hesitate. Other than that, I will be, if there's no one watching, I will be very quiet and I'll just continue working on whatever I am working on. Last night during the race, the live stream, I noticed that there was some images missing from the themes, so I'll be adding those tonight, and then I'll probably be working on a few more themes and checking to see if everything's working fine. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. It'll be I don't know. What do I need? There will be no racing tonight, at least no actual racing, LFM or stuff like that. Maybe I'll just jump in and test things, but there won't be any real racing tonight. It's just me and my computer. All right, let me get started here. So I already have created the images. So let me move over to this. So I have a scene called coding, where I can just drop things in here and you guys can see them even better. So what I want to do is, so what I noticed actually is in the multifunction modules, in the opponents, there it is, that image is missing. That image did not exist. I need to go in here. Yes. Yeah, okay. I need to add the images and I need to add them for every theme. And as far as I remember, it's the, it's called direction. There it is. Direction, BG, down, direction, up. These three. I need to add them, and I need to add them for every theme. So let's get the blue in. And we have the original. I also have the orange. Okay, it's not ready. I can work on that maybe tonight. We'll see. Orange, purple. See, I have been working on all of the themes, so. But they're not ready to be released yet. So tomorrow, wait, what's today? No shit, today's Wednesday. Ah, it's still Wednesday. So on Friday I will be releasing the blue theme. That's pretty much what I know I'll be doing. And let's just use whatevs. Theme 0, the default is 0, and I'll just put this image there. It looks good. Alright, this is not going to be that. This is going to be... So I've created a function for the theme. Basically, it returns the specific image with, depending on what theme you're using, with a little file name difference. So that's the LD theme, dyslexic, theme image. There. And yeah, you can see it's returning now. It's basically taking whatever token name you give it and just adds a hyphen with a number, and the number is the default theme. 1 is red, 2 is blue, 3 is purple, and 4 is orange. So that's 5 themes that will be coming up. Daniel, what's up, man? Captain Annoying Bastard is in the house. No, you're not annoying, and you're not a bastard, but you are in the house. So nice to see you around, man. Yeah, just fixing things. I'm gonna take it slow, hopefully. Now let's see if this thing's working. Actually, I want to put not ACC, I want to use AC, because with AC I can manually trigger the theme. So I can see if it's working in other themes as well. Interesting. Nothing is actually working yet. Hold on. I have seen what you have seen as well. There are cases where the SimHub is not crashing. It's just not responding. And this I don't even have like I don't even have anything on right now. Okay, that's odd. Let me just shut down SimHub. Alright, and let's turn SimHub on again. I'm on Discord as well, so I've got Discord here, got my browser. If you guys have anything to say and you don't want to chat in the video, you can also chat in Discord as well. All right, let's see now if this thing's gonna work. This is something I don't even know what's going on now. Wait. It's not showing any data? How weird is this? What the hell? Honestly, don't know what that is. Oh wait, I know the wheel might have a problem. Hold on a second, I need to turn off the wheel. It did some weird things, so let me just restart the wheel. The wheel, first, that's not an issue. For the wheel, I understand. I had some issues when it launched. This is the new version. See? Okay, now it's working. Okay. Okay. I just passed it. There it is. So we fixed it. And when I say we fixed it, I mean now we have that little, the arrows going up and down. And if I switch to the dark theme, which is now set to be blue, it is blue and the images are also working. Win! And again, it's funny because the camera can't really capture the actual dash colors properly. So if let me zoom out just a second. So if I switch over to, let me get a windowed version here, just so you guys compare the colors, right? And switch to gameplay. All right, and turn on blue theme. Check it out. Like the blue it's so much more rich than you see it when the camera's showing the DDU. So much more different. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. I got the images in. All right. What should I do today? Let me go through the Discord and see if there are bugs, something I can work on now. Responding to one of the most commonly asked questions, which is A and B actions are not working. Update the settings file. That's the most common question. I'm closing that post because it's not even a bug. You need to update the settings file. Daniel, there's someone here that says in the bugs the theme is lagging. I think we already discussed that. So there actually isn't a theme lag. Let me pull up the window. So what's happening, let's just have that there. So it's always there. So what is happening is when I switch the themes, you can see it's basically kind of like working. You can also hear the windows in the background. All right, so what you're hearing is Windows because I'm hitting Shift T. Basically, that's it. And you can hear that in the background for Windows, so just don't pay attention to that. But as you can see, when I'm switching themes, it's actually happening almost instantly. Yeah, I am going to close it. You can see it's always happening instantly. It actually isn't happening instantly because of the optimizations that we have. Some items have some delays on them. So some items have like a 500 millisecond, which is half a second delay. Others have 100, and like for instance, the map has 0. Or is it? This has 0 delay. I'm not doing it. I need to do it here. So the map has 0 delay because I want it to be instant and smooth. But here, these have like a 150 millisecond delay, because these they shouldn't be real time, to be honest. Even the tire temps, these have like a 500 millisecond delay. Don't really care. This is real time, essentially. This is real time, but these lap times have 500 millisecond delays. So the entire dashboard I went through everything, and everything has some sort of delay on it. And the delay is only there because it increases performance, which means that when I switch the actual theme, some parts may have a visual delay. I don't see it. So in a healthy environment, I think 500 milliseconds is not even perceivable. Most of them are not even 500, but they're not. Yeah, it's really hard to actually perceive. So it's going to be like that. I can't really change it. It helps performance. So if you see something like that, like you see some bits not changing immediately, it's fine. And also, like for instance, if I change and go for the fuel, if you look at the fuel, oh man, I keep on forgetting I have to do it here. So in the windowed mode, it's fine. But in the actual dash, sometimes you'll see it flash the normal color and then update to the theme. It's for the same reason. So most cases it wouldn't happen, but in some cases it might, which is, you know, it's just a matter of getting this thing to be a bit more performant, you know. All right, so that bug is closed. What else? Bug relative box ACC. You guys want to see these bugs? They're in my Discord. I mean, you just jump in and read them yourself. But I need to put it somewhere I can read it because I have the DD1 and it's covering half the screen. There is regularly a gap between the real information from ACC and lovely on the gap between each car. Yes, so this is just data that we're getting from SimHub. I don't add a delay for that, especially for that. There is a slight delay, but even if it was in real time, it's still not the same thing. Speaking to Nicolas from SimHub, and he can jump in and correct me if I'm wrong at some point in the comments of this video or even in my Discord. The thing is, the way the games calculate the distances are completely different than the way that Nicolas does. They don't have the same information, so Nicolas tries to derive these numbers. So there is going to be some delay. There is going to be some discrepancies, and I don't think there's something we can do about that. So this is just a matter of SimHub data. SimHub data. I should revert everyone and say, look, you can see it live. I was responding. Not relevant, and closing that. So let's see if we can get more. Release not working, iRacing. Okay, so here's should I get into this? So this thing has been updated. Let me see if I can pull up. Do I have an iRacing replay? Let's see. So basically what I've done is, so for iRacing, you have your incidents. If this is a live session, it would also show right here. It would show the strength of field, but since this was a recording, telemetry recording of not a live session, it doesn't show it. It also shows the iRating when the iRating changes. So what I can, so that was the whole deal here. We were discussion about this. It's not showing the iRating, blah blah blah, and all that. It used to show it. It's not showing it. This is what it would look like. I can actually show it on screen here. So for iRacing, you guys can see it. I'm pretty sure you can see it. So this is what you would see. And the iRating gain estimation is just shown like that when it changes. So you always would see. So let me know, like in the chat right now, or in the comments, or whenever you can and you see this, let me know. So you have your incidents. You can see in this version here, there is no limit. There is no maximum incidence. It just shows it, 0x. But if you look at this, if there is a maximum or a number of incidents that you're allowed to do, it says 0x of 15x. So it shows that. These are the two different versions depending on the incident count. Then I have the strength of field if it's an online race, and it shows you the strength of field. And then only then, so this is what we're seeing in the actual version here because it's not an online race. And only then, okay. Interesting. Why is there a red line around this thing? Doesn't look good. No idea. And only then when your iRating gain estimation changes, it just flashes the number and then it hides it again. So we can go either way. I can have this permanent and the strength of field. Yeah, the strength of field is not going to change much. So I wouldn't be able to just show it and hide it. That's the reasoning behind it. Either way, this is something that will be changing because weather is coming to iRacing. So we will definitely need to have the rain light and the wipers, the indicator. I know some of you just say, oh, we don't want to have them, or I can see the wipers running. Fine. Maybe we remove them in the future or sometime in the future, but for now it's going to stay there because that's how it is for everything. We'll see. My point here, and this was a discussion that we had in Discord, is do I show like this strength of field only when you're in an online race? It shows it, otherwise it's hidden. It's like that. And then when iRating changes, it just appears for how long? Visible 5 seconds. So it shows for 5 seconds and then it goes away. And I think background also me out. No, it's not changing. Yeah, it's not doing anything there. So it just shows this and it goes away. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? It also changes color. Okay, that's good. So what I can see here is if it's negative or if it's positive. So if it's negative, it's red. If it's positive, it's green. Otherwise, it's just white. If it's neither. If it's 0, basically. And iRating gain estimation is coming from SimHub, so we can't change that as well. Everything is JavaScript. Good. I'm just checking as well. So that's how it works right now. Honestly, it is what it is right now. If you guys feeling strong about it, just let me know. I'm making my point here. But you can jump in and comment on the bug that says release not working in iRacing. I think it's working. I won't say it's not working. It's just not working as some may want. But again, this is going to change. I need to find a new home for these things, which I will probably figure out sooner or later. Wiper and toggle light. enough of the above recording is to an artifact. Yeah, we don't have that data. We do not have that data in SimHub. So what's happening here is this person, Royale Fury 45, says the wiper and light toggle doesn't work. That actually does work in the game, so you can turn on everything, but it doesn't appear in the dashboard. So you cannot see the wipers turn on or the light toggle turn on. We don't have that. And I think for AMS2, we do have the light, but wipers, no. I don't know if it has wipers. Anyway, this bit of the dash was a very long process to get everything from every game working as commonly as it can. Yeah, so again, closing this as well. Slip indicator. Oh, okay. We can take a look at this one. I think I read this one. Slip indicator always on. Some elements are always in true dark mode. Huh, interesting. Which elements are in true dark mode? That is not right. So I don't know what that is. That is some sort of error. Don't know how to deal with that. Oh, Daniel, I just saw your chat. Would it be possible to make each different theme color a different hotkey? Because I could do some crazy wheel-led mapping with that. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. It's not about doing it, right? It's not about if I can do it. Obviously, you can do anything you want. Just not sure it needs to be like that. So one of the ideas I had was, as you're swapping and going through, it would go through blue and it would go through every single theme, but that's not something I want to do, and I'm pretty sure it's not what someone else wants to do either. Like you have to go like swap through red, blue, purple, orange, and then go back to the normal one. No. So the way it works now is in the settings file, you get to decide, say which color you want as the true dark mode, and then you swap it, it turns on and off. No other options. Daniel is saying if I can have, because now if I even go to my keyboard and just hit Shift D, it changes it, because Shift D is the shortcut that I put. So Daniel is saying if we can have Shift, let's say for the red one, Shift R, or Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 3, Shift 4, and it would trigger that specific theme. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a reason why to do that, or how to do that in an easy way. So I'm actually thinking now. This is my thinking phase. If we have themes with integers, so basically the default is 0. I'm just keeping it like that because it's a lot easier to not have to do more work in the JavaScript and in the dashboard. So 0 is the default theme, 1 is red, 2 is blue, 3 is purple, 4 is orange. It's easier to do that like that. So maybe I can have Shift and 1, Shift and 2. So whatever you use with I wouldn't be able to capture that. And I have preset that, predefine it. And you can also predefine the hotkey. So Daniel, I'm sorry, I don't see why I would want to do that. Obviously, you don't want to have all colors during a race. Like you wouldn't want to have red and blue and purple. It's your preference, so you decide which color you like to use and you want to use. So you set that in the settings file, and like I like red, or you like blue or purple or orange. You set which dark mode you want, and then that's it. It's fixed. Having shortcuts would probably piss you off because you don't like having a lot of keys. So you'd have to have multiple keys to select which one you want. Yeah, I honestly, I don't really find the use case to have all shortcuts for all themes. And it's also adding a lot of work in the code for something that I'm not entirely sure would help. Let me see. I think the problem here with Joe, let's get back to this one, is it's a JavaScript thing. Yeah, that's not something I can do. I don't know what, it's a JavaScript, and even the slip indicator always on that he points out here, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's because of JavaScript. So something's not running right, and what I will do here is basically just say, you know, give me a replay so I can replicate it. I've never seen that problem. I've had that problem, but that was an error in the JavaScript, and I fixed it, and it's fine. So let's be honest here. I cannot replicate the same issue. Please send me a SimHub telemetry recording to test. So I'm not closing this. Tag will be feedback requested. What's this? For me with LD 2.6 beta 3, the pit limiter blue screen. I think we solved this. It's just the settings file. Let me just check in, see if you got it. All right, I'll just move this to feedback requested. I don't want to close it yet, just make sure that he's got it right. Any display of IR gain during race. We solved this. So what's the consensus here? Based on discussion and live stream stated, okay. Opinion, the wiper and light status and obvious you can see, right? Okay, but we'll keep the wipers and light status for now, especially since rain is coming. I just want to see how they'll be implemented in iRacing, so we're keeping them for now. Brian, let me get back to you just a second. Let me read this. This is about the iRacing rating. So, if you're here and you have an opinion, hold on, I will ask you just shortly. Okay. Okay. All right, so here's a second one for iRating. And Brian, you're also talking about iRating. So what I did say, if you didn't catch a stream before, was in iRacing, we basically have the incidents, which are always on. And this here, over here, it's just an iRacing telemetry playing. So you can see it, incidents are always there. Strength of field appears only when you're an online race and there is a strength of field to view, because this recording over here, it's simply AI recording. So strength of field only appears when it's an online race, as you would see here. And iRating only shows for 5 seconds when it changes. So it hides again and it shows again. Yeah, I mean, what's your opinion on that? Like, how would you like that? Would you want it to always show the iRating gain estimation and never strength of field? Because so here's the thing, a bit of history on this. I used to have the iRating always and not show strength of field, or some way or the other, I don't remember. And I got some feedback saying, well, we want to see the iRating. And then I had the iRating, and then someone basically were saying, but the iRating isn't perfect and it's way off of the actual iRating estimation. And I'm like, fine, I can't do anything. I removed it, then re-added it. So let's understand that the data we're getting from iRacing is not the best, first off, okay? It's not the best. This is not, at least I don't calculate any iRating gain or estimation. I do not do that. I just get whatever SimHub has, and SimHub is obviously getting it from iRacing. That data at some point was not accurate at all. And all of the feedback I was getting is it's messed up. Like, it's better if it's not there. And I removed it. And then we're like, let's put it back in. And I put it back in. And now that we put it back in and only show it when it changes, because I don't see the reason to constantly have it ahead of you. Like, if it changes, you look at it, it's green, red, you can see the colors as well. And it goes away after 5 seconds. Maybe not 5 seconds, maybe you want to have it more. But do you want to always see the iRating even if it's not changing? That's a good question. We're not, yeah, Brian, there were the Romain Rob plugin. We're not using the plugin anymore. That plugin was used for some iRacing only data points, but we've stopped using that way long time ago. So it's not part of the lovely dashboard anymore. It was that, I think that was part of why it was very unreliable as well, the data. I'm not saying it's not a good plugin, obviously it's a great plugin, but when we were using it, it was causing more problems than anything. So I removed it. So the Love Dashboard does not rely on any plugins. Not Romain Rob, not Gary Swallows, not anyone's. It is just pure code that I'm writing and the data that I'm receiving from SimHub. All right, so you like to have iRating. What about strength of field? Do you want to see strength of field always? Maybe I remove it completely. It's fine with me. It's just literally in here. It's just me selecting what to show, hide or show. All right, Daniel, take a look at it and let me know. Yeah, but that's, yeah, you're going into different territory now. So the way the dashboard works with the functions is it listens to the data in SimHub, okay? It listens to the data. So if in SimHub, if we have a property that says wipers are on, or stage 1, 2, or 3, I read that and then I light it up. I don't light it up because I hit a button. Creating that, what you said, so creating a hotkey that toggles the wipers in game and the light can create inconsistencies, and I'm not going down that road. And what I say is I might have a hotkey, let's say Shift W for wipers. When I hit it, and for some reason the JavaScript misses it, it misfires, it doesn't bounce properly, and in the game it does trigger the wipers, but in the dash it doesn't turn it on because it missed it. So now you have it, they're not synchronized, which means if I hit Shift Wiper again, Shift W again, it will turn off the wipers, and this time if it actually works in the JavaScript, it'll turn on. We only show information in the dash that we can rely on, and that's the information that the game gives us. So if lights are on, we'll show it. If there's a property, if there isn't, we won't. Wipers, the same thing. I would never do it the other way around because it would create synchronization issues if it misfires in JavaScript. So that's not, I'm not going to do that. It's yeah, but Daniel, that's not actually a solution. It might create more problems. In fact, I'm definite, like, especially now that the dashboard is so feature rich, it's more likely that it would misfire at some point during a race or a long race. And then you turn your lights on, you would see the lights on, but the icon would be off. You turn them off and the icon would turn on. It's just something that I don't think we need. Yeah. Not that we don't need the icon. Yes, it'll be great, but maybe it's not as important. Maybe when iRacing comes out with weather and everything, we find that we don't actually need those icons at all. So lights, engine, and stuff like that, we also have them to put somewhere else. So we'll see. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't add a hotkey to trigger the icon separately from what the game says. Yeah, Daniel, I know I think it's 30-second lag. I think it's around 30 seconds. Anyway, let me get back to Brian now. So, iRating is also a bit off with other overlays. Okay, so it's not always there. SOF is the whole race the same. So I like to see iRating all the time. Okay, that is something I actually understand. So strength of field will never change because obviously it's the same. Would you like to see strength of field, Brian, in the dashboard? would you like to have strength of field appear at all? Maybe you don't want it at all. So maybe we don't need it. Because if we don't want it at all, I just remove it. Because then I'd have to figure out how to display it, which is a different thing. And what I mean by that is, if we always have, so let me go over here and show you here. So if we always have iRating estimation like that, and then strength of field would appear when? Would we want to show it? I have no actual way of deciding when to show it. At the beginning of the race, when time is 0, up to what, 5 seconds, 10 seconds? I don't think it would work like that, because sometimes sessions don't start or they don't start the same way. And for me, it would be, I'd rather not have strength of field if you guys don't want it, not have it at all, rather than having it and trying to figure out how. Yes, Brian, but see, that's the thing. You have it in another overlay, so you don't need it. But this is how, like, if this information is extremely useful. So someone might want to have it in Dash because they don't use another overlay. I'm thinking now, maybe we can have it. Could I break this? Maybe it's a design decision. So maybe, bear with me now. Actually, let me go there. Let's do something. Let me hide that, show that. Hide that as well. So what's the height here? Height is 50, so let's go 25 and have 23. Okay. Hide the label. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. So I can't split it to show them both at the same time. So that wouldn't work. Yes, that's what I said before the race starts. But how do I know before the race start? There's a green flag, so I'm looking at that now. In the minutes, but still there is no indicator that the... Yeah. Let me get rid of this. That's not going to work like that. So let's see something. So you can see race. Let me pause it. Not there. So it says race over here. This is right before the beginning of the race. Okay. So the race has not started yet. This is in Watkins Glen. So we're in the last sector. No, we're not even in the last sector yet. We're in sector 4. Now we're in sector 5. So let's speed this up just a bit. We're going in the last turn. There it is. And now going on to the straight. So I'm looking at the time. Let me pull up the data. Property. So would it be session time left? Okay. So this is something we can use. So if the time is negative, I will show strength of field. So until you start the race, it will show. So I can do this. I can, if the time left is a negative number, I can show strength of field. And the moment you cross the line, we're looking at the line and this thing. Oh no. Okay. So it's not the line. Yeah, what am I talking about? What am I in P1? Yeah, when does the race start in iRacing? Does it start before you get to the line? So let me see. There's no green flag yet, and yet the time has started counting back. No, let me try it again. Let me see. I'm trying to find if there's the green flag is on. I have the, yeah, I have the flags here. That's what I'm looking at. So time is negative, 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 and there's a green flag and starts. Okay. Okay, so we can do that. So if time is negative, which means the race hasn't started, I can show the strength. Let's try that out. Let's try that out. And let's go all the way to the end of this race and see what, I want to see what this thing shows. So 14 seconds, what will it show when it ends? Will it be 0 or negative again? Let's see, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When the race ends, it's just 0, it's not negative anymore. Will it become negative? Let's wait. Time is 0. Race isn't finished yet. I'm still running, but time is 0, so it's not negative, which is pretty cool. We can use this. This is just for iRacing anyway, so what we see here is, this is what we want. Okay. Wait, what happened here? What? What the hell? What is this thing? What sorcery is this? What the hell, iRacing? What kind of data is this? So it's 0? Okay, maybe this isn't the best data set. All right, so Brian, what I'm going to do is implement that. So strength of field will appear when time left is negative, and once it becomes anything over 0, not equal to 0, over 0, actually it has to be 0. Yeah, let me do that. Let me do that and see what it looks like. So strength of field visibility. Yes, okay, so it says if there's strength of field, show it. First of all, gain estimation, return true always, and hide the rest. So iRating gain estimation will always be on. End of story. And strength of field will be on, will show only, let's change this as well. Now we're using true and false, it's better. So this will show only if this over there, and let me just get this in here. And data game session left. Time span 2 seconds. What am I writing? Let's see if this thing's gonna return a single. What am I writing? This is like. All right, let's go back to that negative number. All right. So, okay, good. You can see now the race hasn't started and it's returning -1. So what we want is if there is an SOF and this thing here and this thing here is under 0, so negative, then show it. Let's see what it looks like in the actual dash. Did I do something wrong? Why is it false? Shit. What's this returning? Because I had that, but I don't know what it's returning. Oh, yes. Yes. So, yeah, this is great because I'm not in an online race. So, yeah, it's going to be false. So what I can do for now, I'll just fake that and let's see what it looks like here. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. This is the start of the race. I'm gonna hit save. So great. there is no strength of field, the number, so it's not showing anything, but you can see it says strength of field. Okay? Let's see what happens when the race starts. When the race starts, the moment the flag goes green, it will go away. And it will show the iRating. So it's about to start. You can also see the time left, so when the race starts, the SOF will go away. There it is. An iRating starts. And obviously this is an offline race, so I don't have that information. Okay, I'm going to do that. Brian, I hope you're happy. I think this works really well. It's the same thing, but it's just a bit... I'm going to fix this. It's just a bit different the way it works. So now, going forward, saving this, let me go back here and say, and respond. New way of displaying. Oh shit, I just hit Shift D for capital, and Shift D is also changing the theme. Okay. iRating. There you go. There you go, man. Oh, Simracing Holland, welcome to the family. And welcome to the lovely members. Alright, let me finish this. New way of displaying iRating. We will always display incidents. Okay, does this make any sense? So the new way of displaying the iRacing data, we will always display the incidents, we will always display iRating estimation during the race, and we will display strength of field up until the green flag. Let's just put it like that. So we will display strength of field up until the start of the race, green flag. And close. If you guys want changes, you can always open one of these tickets. Yeah, I mean, you can always open it. Posting this in the other ticket as well, which was the exact same thing. Done. Oh wait, did I put done here? Done. And close. I hate it when I have to do that. So this has got to be... Okay, let's not go through the same ones. I don't even know what this one is. Relative table position box starts is cropped. In full screen relative standing, the position square is cropped at left side about 2 pixels. I can see what's happening. So this is all shifting. The relative screen... Really? Well, let me go to... Let's just try ACC where I have a full race. Replay. Well, that's interesting. I need to see it. I do not see that. I do not see that. I can see it shifting here, but it's not happening here. What on earth? This is log dashboard and dashboard Excel. So this should be in this screen. I don't really understand. I can imagine why this is happening. Like, okay, let me check the code. That's really weird. So it's not happening here. Like, I can imagine why this is happening, like in the relative widget. Yeah, no. I don't see this. So this is in the full screen relative standing. The position square is cropped at left side about 2 pixels. This is +1, +2, +3, so it's always moving it. I can't see this. Hey Jeff, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. You're not helping, Jeff. I'm sorry, man. I mean, spelling error in the dash somewhere. If only I knew where I had text. What was it? Let me know. I mean, you don't know where it is, but was it a label? What was it? I or Y? What is it? What do you guys want? It's okay. So here's the thing, Daniel and Jeff. When you code, so color is spelled with a U. British and American is without the U. Okay. I don't care either way. I'm fine. But here's the thing. In programming languages, they ditch the U. It's simpler, less characters, and they always have color without the U. So in that same sense, I'm kind of shifting towards the American way because it's more programmatic. But there's no right or wrong, I guess. But if that was the error, I mean, I can always change it, I guess. Good thing you didn't say it's gallons. All right, this bug report I cannot replicate. I don't know where it is from. It's obviously in the screen here, but I cannot see it replicating in any way. And there's no way this thing moves. Like, there's no left or anything, so it can't move. So I can't fix that. Yeah, man, I know you're kidding, man. Or aluminium. 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 I will always remember the wise words of my ex-boss, Scottish fellow, David. When we were talking and at some point he just turns on, like, what time is it? Little kids watching, close your ears. And he just turns around and says, "Off you fuck." And I'm like, what was that? I was like, what do you mean? Like, you just said, "Off you fuck." What? And the syntax, it's, wow, I love it, but what? And I was like, well, it's fuck off in Scottish. I'm like, oh God, I love that. So, you know. And I say it in the best way possible. Off you fuck. I love that. Aluminium. Oh God. There are so many awesome words you can use. All right, so let's go back to bug fixing. This I cannot replicate. I don't even know where this is coming from. Why are these things yellow? They're classes, maybe it's iRacing, but still, in my little widget here, there is nothing that says it's shifting, which is very odd. You might, like here, it might have been an issue because, like, check this out. This is repeating, and I can have, so watch this, right? If I just hit 1, everything will shift by 1. every line will go 1. And this is what I think he was referring to. But this isn't... It's not how it works. It's not how the relative work. And instead of a dashboard Excel and that... So, oh, wait. Let's open dashboard Excel. Let's see, the dashboard Excel. Oh, okay, this might... Actually, it shouldn't. Let's open up dashboard Excel. Now the relative graph. Relatives. It's still not doing it. Obviously, you can see it. It is not the case here either. Oh shit, is it? No, they're the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. No. There's nothing that does that for me here. So, and also, this is not what he's referring to. He's got times here, which is not here. And the relative doesn't have anything else. Like, there's the primary and there's a map, but there's nothing else, so it's not that. Daniel says, get Tay. Fuck, they say too. Alright, get Tay. At least I'm alone and I can grin as much as I want. Yeah, okay, this is a bug which I cannot replicate and I do not know where it refers to, so I'm going to close it. Yeah. And again, this is in... Maybe it's a previous version that I already fixed, so it's not an issue right now. And I can't do anything about the issue that's already released. If it's only critical... if it's only critical issues, that's when I will update the public version. So everything I do is for members. Beta versions are only for members. And when it's complete, like 2.6, when it's final, we have all the theming and everything, then it will publish the public version. But for the public version, the 2.5.2, which is released, I will only fix it if there is a critical issue. So if SimHub changes something and it breaks the dash, I will update it. Otherwise, it's staying as is. It's the stable release, essentially. That's why we have the betas as well. And that's why lovely members have access to these things. I cannot find this issue, so I cannot replicate the problem. Closing this as non-relevant, because honestly I could not find it. Wow, this is a big discussion here. When window DLSR dashboard to ACC steering wheel, there is a 1/3 delay of changing them. Yeah, I've seen this before. I haven't seen it personally. You can see it here working. There is no delay. I mean, yeah, I cannot know what this thing is about. More than 5 seconds, I've never seen that. I've seen my dashboard crashing. Yeah, this is a very old issue too. Those are specs, okay. Online AMS2 race. Yeah, I've never done that. I'm gonna close this issue. It's very old. Alright, so I'm closing this ticket specifically but asking them to reopen it if it's still actually a problem. That report is 3 months. It is old, but I've never solved it. So I've never done anything different here. And there's an account here by Timbo that says it's an online race for AMS2. So I don't do AMS online races. So if that actually is still persisting and that is a problem, you guys need to send me SimHub telemetry recording. It's really easy to do that. I have in the Discord under FAQ, how to an FAQ. I have the first thing, how to record SimHub telemetry replay. Recording a replay, copying files, and then sharing the files with me. So that's the first thing that I always ask you guys to do. Just send something over. So now Timbo here, over here, if it actually is an AMS2 online session issue, all he has to do is go on an online session in AMS2, hit the record button in SimHub, record that data and send it over. I will see the data that he was seeing. So I will have that same data. I might not see the lag because I won't have the game in front of me and the lag, but I will see the data. So I can cross-check it and maybe see that maybe the rev limiter is on, but the gear hasn't changed. So I can have something to look at least. Right now I don't have anything and I don't do online racing in AMS2, so can't really help. Next song, this is too... Let's go find a different chill vibes. Stream Tunes is actually pretty awesome. It's any good. All right, let's leave that. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I've responded to these. Estimated time after stint. In first, yes, I hear stints and I'm thinking team and endurance, and I've not optimized anything for stints. So let's see. Oh, so there it is. There is a, this is a very old one as well. December 2nd. Okay. In first stint, the estimated time and delta works great. After pit stop, the estimated time is not valid until we go a faster lap than in previous stint. I think this is a SimHub bug. If we reset session best after pit stop, everything works great. I don't create a replay, but if needed, I can make one. And then he goes and makes one. All right, so let me download this. Let me load this in. Download it. Oh shit, that's a big one. 2.3 gigabytes? Wow, that is a big race. All right, so let's just let it download. Hopefully it doesn't screw up my stream. Still waiting for my fiber optic to be installed, so. So what he's saying here is the first thing was perfect. Estimated time and delta were great, but after the pit stop, the estimated lap time is not valid until we go a faster lap. So actually, what he's saying here is that the estimated lap time was great on the first stint. He was creating these times, but when he went in the pits and came out, more fuel obviously, this estimated lap time was continuing to compare it against his previous stint best lap time. I don't think that's wrong. So what he says here is also is that it's not valid until we go a faster lap than the previous stint. Yes. So the best lap is your best lap in that race. So it's always going to compare to, I don't know if I would. I mean, it's a lap estimation. So you have more fuel, obviously. You're still comparing yourself to your best lap in that session, current session, the entire session, not stint session. I don't think that's wrong. What do you guys think? Do you find it wrong? Like if you're doing stints, first stint, or even if it's not your, like someone, actually, I don't know, this would be your own data. Would it? I don't know. I do not know how this works. So if there are like two drivers, I'm the slow one. So the first stint is done by the fast one, and he does like a lap time of 1 minute, right? We go into pits, I start my stint, then my estimated lap will be on the fastest lap time, the 1 minute. It makes sense. That's the car's fastest lap time, so we're always going to compare ourselves to that. It doesn't matter if it's raining or shining, it's always going to be the best lap. And it's something that I cannot change, to be honest, because it's coming from SimHub. So that data is, it's not a bug. Would you want to? Yeah, the best lap is for the whole race. That's what I'm saying. It's for the whole race. Like if it was my stint, went in the pits and my stint started, would you want to have your last lap and your best lap 0 as they are now appearing here? This is the beginning of the race, basically. All 0 because it's your stint. Wouldn't you want to know what your best lap time was? And during the race, it might rain. So your estimated lap will be like 10 seconds off of your best lap. But that's, again, it's, you know it. It was your lap time. It wasn't someone else's lap time. It was your car's lap time. Yes, but if he's asking for that, I can't do that. Like, it's not how it works. Not even SimHub works like that. That's an issue. Like, there's no way for me to reset your best lap and compare. I don't have that data myself. So I'm afraid I won't be able to do this simply because, first, I don't think it's correct. I'd expect, like, if it's a personal preference, okay. But it's not something that you'd expect to do. That would only be possible if I can store this information in the dashboard during the, but if the dashboard crashes, for instance, you lose everything. Again, that's not something you want. I would rely on the SimHub information coming from the game. So my opinion here is we keep it as is. It's the SimHub behavior. It's not a bug. It's how SimHub works. Yes, Brian, exactly. I agree with that. So even in the 24-hour Le Mans, they noted the best lap of the car, not the driver. So you have one car, 3 drivers, 4 drivers, 5, 10,000 drivers. The fastest lap of that car is what counts at the end of the day. Doesn't matter who did it. The fastest lap goes to the car and to the team. So, yeah. Replay is just downloaded. Did we say what? It's ACC. Okay, good. Because I'm thinking I need to drop it into the game folder, so I need to know which game. SimHub replays ACC. Drop it in there. Damn, 2 point whatever. That is huge. All right, let's just see what it does. Still copying. That is a huge ass file. Wow. When will there be next updates with changes? So all lovely members will get the new version with the blue theme and everything that I'm doing now for the iRacing stuff on Friday. Jeff, is that a dad joke thing? Fried egg? You're getting the updates on fried egg? Is that what I think it is? So telemetry he shared is 2023-1202. Is it this one? Yes, it is. It's not mine. Okay, so this is it. And he says 474. See at 474 in the replay. Okay. Let's move it here so you guys can see the replay as well. Replay 47. So this is where we are? Or is it 474 and then more? Yeah, I guess. Okay, hold on a second. What happened? That is a wide screen. So what am I looking at? See, does it show him going into the pits? Okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh wait, this is the start of the race? No, this is the race. So the car, let's see, let's check this out. At this point in time, this is the beginning, I guess. Lap 1. This is lap 1. So he's going to do, it's the first lap, so it's going to be a very long one. Let's check this out. 3:27. And now he's going to go through all the lap, through it all. Okay, good. Let's see the new lap time. So now it's estimating based on the old numbers here, I'm assuming. Once he crosses the line, it should show the new one. 134.4. Perfect. And 134.4 is the best. And how he just crossed the line and did a 132.2. Perfect. So one driver, one car, one team. Okay, good. So now he's done a 132.277. Going into the pits, we're going to do a driver swap. The car's fastest lap is 132.277. Okay. After the pit, when the other driver jumps in, let's not wait through the whole thing. Okay, what was this? They changed? Doesn't seem right. But it was a drive-through penalty? Really? So it's the same driver. They didn't stop. Not stopping. What's he gonna do here? Oh wait, this may be a bug. So it's showing 132.277. Yeah, there was a drive-through, yeah. When I get better internet, I will have zero lag. Right now I have to have it on normal lag because it won't update. It won't stream properly, so I don't have the bit rate. So after the drive-through, this is always like that. That's interesting. Okay, this may be a bug. But do you need a faster lap or a valid lap? I'm interested. I mean, you obviously can see that after the pit stop, after the drive-through, it's not showing a proper estimation. That's true. This will be a SimHub bug if it is. It's very, very interesting. Let's watch it. I mean, you guys can see the race, right? You can see this thing here. I know it's small, but it's the replay. Let's just check it out for a second. I mean, you can see the estimated lap time is not changing. It's 132.277. Shouldn't be that. Oh, he hit. Look at the car. Oh my god. 13 seconds of damage. Dude. What you doing? Okay, so now previous lap time was 133.565. Okay, it's working. Yeah, it's fine. So now the estimated lap time, it's working actually. I was just kind of scared before. Maybe you need to do a valid lap before. But that's pretty much how ACC works. So if you don't have a valid lap, it won't count or estimate. I don't find that wrong. And now it's estimating based on your best lap. Of course, you have a shit ton of damage, so you will not be able to do the same lap time, probably, you know. But it will always estimate your lap time based on your best lap. I don't see this being wrong in any way. Still yellow, obviously, because you're 0.26 off of your best lap, but you're going pretty good here. You can see it's dropping. There you go, it's green. So dude, I mean, come on, this is kind of expected here. Let's see if you can actually get a best lap here. Yeah, I don't see why this is wrong. It's always going to estimate your lap on the car's best lap. And now you're purple, so now it's the best overall lap throughout the field. You're losing time, good. Let's see if you can actually get a better lap in. And the chat, I mean, if you guys want to see something, if you want me to show you something, let me know in the chat. So now you did a best lap. No, you didn't. You didn't because it was not valid. Okay. So the reason why it's not showing the best lap, because it was invalid. Best laps are only valid laps. So you could have had like an awesome lap there, but if you invalidated it at any point, it will not show red because during a race it doesn't show it, but it won't count it as your best lap. So that's a completely different thing. Again, that's also normal. This guy's ripping it here, man. Come on. I lost time. Lost the rear bit. Okay, I think this kind of just... Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's fine. Previous one was purple lap, but he had invalidated at some point, maybe in the chicane or somewhere, and it didn't save it as a best lap. It can't. It won't. But that brings me to another point. Why didn't it show it as a last lap? Last lap should show it even if it's invalid. This is okay, so that's actually weird now. Okay, I will agree that is weird here. The estimated lap is actually not correct. So I also have, I'm sorry guys, I also have the secondary dash, so I can see more data here. I just want to compare the actual lap time that it's running, the actual lap time, compared to the estimated lap time. So I want to see if this says 132.2, what will the last lap time be? Will it be close to what is the actual lap time? So I get it. I don't care about the estimation. I don't care about that. That works fine. But maybe there is a bug in the estimation after all. Let's see this. Okay, so he is doing a faster lap. I don't know if it's invalid. I didn't follow. I don't know if it's invalid or not. He is on course for a faster lap, but I'm going to pause right before he crosses the line. I want to see if these things line up. So he's now doing purple laps. This might have been invalid, but I wouldn't know. But here's the thing. Where's the white line? Okay, there it is. So the estimated lap says 131.346, and the lap time here is 131.557. This is the actual lap time currently. Okay? This thing over here is the current lap time. So let's see when he crosses the line. When he crosses the line over here, when I'm pointing with my pointer, this will show me a review of the previous lap time, and this will also show the previous lap time. So let's see what's going to happen really quick. Okay. Review 131.710, 131.710, 120. It's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah. The estimated lap time was off by, 3/10 or 4/10 or something like that, but that's fine. Now this is working as expected. Not relevant. And closing this. Wow, that was a long one, but it's interesting. I at least find it interesting. Delta. After pitting, the delta background is purple, and yeah, I'm gonna close this as exactly the same thing. It's part of the other one, and it also is. Yeah, I've not seen that, so. Gone says that. RF2 fuel calculator. Okay. Do I have a replay here? There is one. The replay. What's the last one? This is one for R factor. What is this thing about? Fuel remaining works correctly, but average usage and lap remaining is stuck at 0. Oh, this is for the pit wall. Is it? Yeah. This is the pit wall. I'm not... Why is it here? I'm not going to look at that now. So one more to look at. Let's switch over to the gameplay. Actually, not gameplay. We don't want gameplay. We have the special one, which is coding. Let's read and see what's happening. Maybe we can... Actually, let me try and see if I can download this. What does it say? RF2 bug report, fuel to add, run with lap, run with time. Okay. Download both. These are RF2. So I'm right now. Do these things come down? Preparing. Okay, so it's preparing the zip. All right, sorry. I was waiting for the zip file to download. Don't know what that is. I added lovely dashboard and another similar overlay in addition to the one I usually use, only fuel and temperatures, that shows the data correctly with a margin of 1 lap for comparison. What is this? This is not. I agree. Transfer is expired. I imagine it did, but I don't know what that is anyway. So, okay, it's now downloading. Complete download is 1.3 gigabytes. Do you understand what I have to go through? My system is gonna hate me. Oh man, that's gonna be like 2 gigabytes before, 1 gigabyte now. Yes, you can add any file. This is something that has been added as a support down the line. I don't remember, do I mention JPEG, JPG, or GIF, or GIF, or PNG? Do I mention specifically what file? I think it's open. I don't think I mention specifically. I may mention it. But you should be just able to add whatever file now. So in my settings file, your logo, image file, path relative distance, max, obviously you can use whatever you want. I have a PNG, a JPG, a GIF, whatever you want, you can use it. It's fine. I know, but I don't know why. Daniel, can you send me your animated GIF? Can you actually, can you send it over? Just send it. I'm just going to put it right now and test them. We're not doing pit wall stuff. I'm just going to test it at the end of the day. How long have we been streaming? Is it downloaded? It hasn't downloaded yet. Where does it mention PNG? Where? In documentation? Maybe? Where do I mention it? In the documentation, I'm saying set up the custom idle screen with your logo or image. The image file path must be relative to the Simho folder. You can use the JavaScript extensions. Recommended image size is 700 and will scale fit. The image can be used alongside your name and your number as a background or on its own, not using a name or number at all. Example, blah, blah, blah. I do not specifically state, as long as I remember, do not specifically mention it has to be a PNG. In fact, my image is a JPG. It could be anything. So yeah, I mean, the image that I provide, the default image, the one in the background here, it's a JPG file. It's not even a PNG, so I'm pretty sure that I'm not suggesting you only use PNG. All right, let me move it outside of the screen. And this is an animated GIF. It is. Wow, some psychedelic stuff going on there, man. Open it in the browser and save image as to the desktop for now. Save it. Oh, there it is. Look at this. Beautiful. Does photos do animated? Yeah, it does. Oh, wow. That is awesome. All right, so I will try and fix this. Test this, not fix it. I will try and test it once I'm done with this last ticket. Let me go back, pull it up, and bring it in view. All right, so it's downloaded. Good. Let me pull these things up. Drive download. Okay. And drop them in the replays. Oh, great. I don't have R factor 2. What is it? R factor 2? I have no idea. What's the name of the folder in the SimHub replays for R factor? Oh, let me see. Ah, got it. First try. So this is R factor 2, and this is here. What it says about this specific replay. Oh my god, the lights are so off. Hello, so I did 2 race tests, one with lap limit and another with time limit. For the race with the lap limit, it's what I'm running now. Is it? What did I open? Run with, this is the lap limit, okay. Well, this is good actually, because now, I'll put that there. So now I can also work a bit on the time stuff. But it says lap limit, so why is there a time limit? Curious. For the race with the lap limit, the fuel to add worked on Lovely, but for the one with time limit, Lovely told me to add 120 liters to finish as if he didn't have the information. I am attaching... Thanks for your help. Okay. So this is actually the time limit, and it's showing you have 12 liters. There's 2 point whatever average, and you have 4.2 remaining laps. Okay. Now this is the replay. Let me load this in here. Copying that. So this is the replay that actually works fine, he said. Good. This is the one that doesn't work well. So he says this is time limit. I'm going to assume it's the other way around. My LEDs on my dash are going crazy. I don't know why. I haven't done anything different. So race is started. There is no time left. So this should be the lap limits. Okay, and now let's see this one over here. Insufficient data. Okay, we need to move this a bit forward. This seems to be working. Time left. Yeah, it's working. It says, what doesn't say here? It says to finish. No, it says 10.5 liters to refuel. You won't have enough fuel? Really? That's odd. But it says it's not doing what this guy says here. So maybe I fixed it and I didn't realize. So 1.6 laps left, 5.1 liters. You've done 2 laps. Yeah, maybe this is true. You need to add. Basically, it says you need to add 11.2 liters. So I don't see this. I don't see this as being a problem right now. Yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, this seems to be perfectly legit. So you have 4.7 liters left. Your average is 3.22, and you have 1.4 laps, which actually matches exactly these numbers. And then if I go back here, it says you have 2.3 minutes left. This should be the race with laps, actually. But it says you need to refuel 11.9, 12 liters to finish. And this is always increasing because you're constantly running, and it's calculating how much time and laps you have left. So it's just adding on to this. So by the time you go into the pits, you will need to add 14 liters or something. Okay, I think this is not an issue anymore. So I'm going to respond. I hate that. What is that thing? Windows. It seems to be working pretty fine. So I'll just call it done because it was an issue then. It's not an issue now. So I'll just say it's done. And with this, I think I think this, again, yeah, this is the pit wall, so I'm not even looking at this. Slip indicator, not looking at this either. Actually, this is not an issue. Yeah, I think we covered all of the bugs. Come on. Look at all this. So many things. We covered all bugs. So this, I'm waiting for a reply. And this one is a pit wall thing, so I'm not even looking into this. Not yet. I mean, I'm not dealing with the pit wall. Good. Sorry. All right, so now it's Daniel's turn. Let us see. All right, let me check and see if I put the image in the dashboard, if it's animated, and if I put it in the pit wall, what happens? I'm gonna use the same file everywhere. All right, so this is as easy as it can get. In the SimHub folder, you go to JavaScript extensions, grab the image and drop it in there. So I'm just going to copy this name, the entire name, copy it, and in the settings file here, I'm just going to replace the name of the file, okay, and save it. Now I saved it, nothing happened here because I need to restart this. And you can restart this two ways. You know, you can either go in here and hit save. So when you hit save, it will basically restart this. Okay. And we do it now anyway, because I closed it. Yeah, it's restarting. Fine. But the other way, and just the small note, the other way you can restart the dash, if you go to devices and go here and turn it off and on, it would restart your DDU. So maybe not this, but it would restart that. Daniel, I'm not seeing it working in here either. That image is not working here either. But it is working, right? The actual file is correct. Let's just test. Yeah, this is animated. So I'm loading this file. TN black background and GIF, your logo, it's showing up there. So basically if I remove these, hit save, and hit save here, I'll just reload it. There it is. It's not adding. Oh, wait. Oh. Daniel, I found the problem. Thank you for sending this. Here's a problem. That's why you don't see it in a pit wall. It works on the DDU, on the device. It doesn't work on the window, the overlay, whatever you want to call it, in windowed mode. It doesn't work there. So that's why it doesn't work on the pit wall, because the pit wall uses this rendering engine. Okay. Makes sense. Hey Martin, how you doing, man? I enjoy these. I enjoy these streams. I'm gonna sit here anyway. It's 11 p.m. I still have some time. So, you know, why not just have friends along with for the journey. Interestingly enough, okay, this is getting weirder now. Weirder. So I just loaded the pit wall in a browser and 'tis working. It's not working here. What if I change the rendering engine to HTML rendering? Et voila. DDU unit. overlay, browser. Gotcha. So the only difference is I didn't change anything here. This is a web rendering engine, so it was working here. It was working on DD. The only reason it wasn't working here, I went into the settings and I changed the default renderer from WPF render engine, which obviously WPF is Windows something something foundation, whatever it's called. It can't do it. So if you switch it to HTML render engine, it works. It's damn smooth too. In fact, this is one thing that I don't know how it actually works and it affects it, but if you do have issues with the dashboard, you might want to change these out and see what works best. But there it is. It's working on all versions, Daniel. So there you go. Jeff, you say, for overlays like the pit wall, what renderer should we use? I use whatever the default is. So personally, I use it in a browser, so I don't even know what this is. I can't even choose here, right? But I would suggest, if you're using it as a in windowed mode, try this out. I can't tell you what to use. I can't tell you. I haven't tested it. So I use the default, which is WPF, but be my guest. Switch it out in this little gear and put HTML render engine. Maybe it's better. Honestly, I can't tell you right now. Jeff, right? Okay, WPF foundation. Windows something foundation. I said it first and last. I get 2 out of 3. I got it correct. Correct me. Yeah, fine. I don't know. Daniel, which is faster? I would say HTML is more, you know, I can't say it's faster, but I will say that it's a known, you know. HTML is something that's been around for many years. WPF is something new. Jeff, if you know, you can correct me. I have no idea. Martin Hoyer is, why did you go there? Dude, why did you go there? So Martin Hoyer says, just want to say it's GIF, not GIF, as G is GIF stands for graphical, not giraffical. I love it. But when the creator of the graphical image was asked, he actually responded GIF. So, and it was just basically just to differentiate it. I don't think he actually went through that. So you're going etymologically, like what this means, graphical interface. Don't remember all what all the letters stand for. Well, he just said it's GIF because he wanted it to be different. So it's not even debatable at a point, since the creator said he wants to call it GIF. It's like, I have my name, it's spelled in a certain way, and I said, but I want you to pronounce it like that. So pronounce me, you know, Michael, not Mikhail, because that's what I wanted. It could be spelled the same, you get to decide. So he actually said that it's GIF, as in giraffe. So I will call it whatever you guys want to. I couldn't care less. I'm just saying. All right, I think this is a done deal. Let's save it, close that, hit save, and come back to my own version. Thank you very much. What is this? What is this? I don't even know what that is. Ready or not? No. I just got something because the BOSCH looks amazing. I had the grid version prior and it's really old grid product I haven't liked. Okay. You know what I have a license to? Guys? Not a license to kill. No. I don't have that. No one would trust me. I do have this. Alright, let me just move this. Check this out. This little icon. See it? See that little icon? See that icon? I really can't get it to work right. I tried it like once or twice and I don't think it's there yet. Google says WPF is better for native Windows apps, faster and more powerful. HTML should be used for the need to access through a web browser. All right, Daniel, you basically heard it. WPF is faster, according to Windows, but to Microsoft. But what would they say, right? It's Windows Presentation Foundation. What would they say? It's slower than HTML? They wouldn't. But for me, I would say try it out, man. Just switch it out and just try it and see what feels better, less laggy or whatever. Try it out. I really can't say. I've not done it. I can't say because I haven't done any testing myself. Have a great man. Have a great evening, great night, man. Enjoy. All right. So what else can we deal with? What else can we do? How long has this stream been going? 1 hour and 51 minutes. Wow, okay. Well, that's nice. 1 hour and 50 minutes. All right, let's do 2 hours and then we'll be off. Oh, okay. So one thing I want to show, I won't do any more bugs or stuff like that. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. One thing I wanted to talk about. Yeah, Jeff, I realize it's about Rennsport. Rennsport. Martin says he created the file format, not English language rules. But honestly, this is not... What is it? I hate it when it does that. I can't actually see because it's got a little heart in front of it. I can't... This is not the hill I'm ready to die on. Yeah. Now, actually... Yeah, but still, you have to understand that he can name it any which way he wants, so... Yeah. And Martin, really? English language rules? Really? Do you want to even go close to those rules? It's the language that has like the most exceptions. It says this is the rule, but, and then has like a huge list of things. Yeah, I mean, these things are all memes anyway. So yeah, the English language is all about rules and how you can break them or when to break them. So, you know, going GIF instead of GIF, I think it's not much of a big thing if he basically states it. So it's not a hill we're going to climb. So what I wanted to talk about is, let me switch over to this POV. So what I have done, and I used to, so, okay, let's take it back. Creating hotkeys, keyboard hotkeys on your steering wheel. So I did mention at some point, you can use like VJoy or whatever app. There's like other apps you can have running in your in a taskbar where you say like if the steering wheel, you hit this button, translate it to some combination. You don't need any of that. You do not need any of that. In SimHub, this is what I want to show you now. In SimHub, you go to settings, you go to plugins, and you will enable keyboard emulator and keyboard input. These two. Say I don't have any other, like I have devices, Dash Studio, controllers input. Maybe that's, no, that's not a controller input. Audio controller. I have very few plugins enabled. But what you want to have is a keyboard emulator and the keyboard input. Okay. Enable that. And then you'll have this little panel that says controls and events. You want to go there. And in here, there's a keyboard emulation. It's all you need. And I have 2 keyboard emulations here. So the latest one, Shift D, which is for the dark mode. That's why it's D. What I've done is, and what you can do as well is, let me clear this. You click to configure, and then you hit the button that you want. So I have this little toggle switch up. So it captured that. I hit save. And then you just go in here and on your keyboard, you hit Shift D. Okay? That's it. And now every time, and I can show it to you by just bringing this up again. Over here, if I go to my... Here, you can see if I hit the toggle here, just lift it up, it has a capital D. It's literally this button now, just toggling it up, hits Shift D on my keyboard. So that way you can create these shortcuts. You can have these shortcuts for the tire resetting, which is the Shift A. And if I hit this button here that's for the tire reset, it's the A. And this is the D. Right? So that's what I'm using now. And it's simple. It's in SimHub. It's something that you're already using anyway. So that's one thing that it's something good for you guys to know. So, Shift D. Good. So it's good for you guys to know. You can use this under keyboard emulation, under the controllers and events. And since I'm using Shift A as a command in the settings file, you can change it, but you can use anything you want. It's for resetting the average tire data. And I'm also using Shift D for triggering the dark mode. It's the easiest way to do it. Just open up control and events, pick whatever button you want on the steering wheel. Obviously, you can still have the keyboard, right? You can have the keyboard and just go Shift D, or in the settings file, you can set whatever shortcut hotkey you want. So spacebar, number, whatever you want, you can do that and use that. So it doesn't have to be Shift D. You can manually change what the hotkey is. But what I'm saying is, if you don't want to have fiddle with keyboards and anything else and just want to use your wheel, you can map any of the buttons on your wheel to that. Yes, it does. It's pretty cool. You need to enable the plugin, obviously, because it doesn't have keyboard emulation, and that it's not turned on, I think. I haven't installed it. I haven't done a clean install of like ages. But you just enable it, and you can capture any of the buttons on your steering wheel and map them to any key combination. In my settings file, Shift A is for resetting the average tire data, and Shift D is for triggering dark mode. I don't have any other hotkeys in the dashboard. Those two, and you can change them if you want in the settings file. Absolutely less stuff to run in the background. And I didn't have success with VJoy. So I did have VJoy running in the background, and every time I had to turn it on and it wouldn't capture, and I have to go back in and reset it, and it wasn't a fun process. So I actually stopped using it. I just stopped. And then I stumbled upon it when I was looking at, going through SimHub. So I don't know if this was already there or it's something new. I actually don't know. It might be that it was always there. But I just basically found out. Not now, but when I did find out about it. But that's what I'm using. All right. Yeah, if you have any questions, anything else I can help you out with, things that I can answer, let's do that. We're almost up on 2 hours. It's 11:15, so I'm probably just going to go do some practice on AC, because I really love the Mazda on AC. And then I'm going to go call it a night. But we did a lot of bug killing here, so we fixed a lot of stuff on the live dashboard tonight. The most important thing is we fixed the iRacing stuff. So expect a release. So this is why I have it on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we do these sessions. This is the second session, but I want to have more. Like every Wednesday, I want to have one of these sessions. So go into the Discord, give me your bug reports. I'm going to work in tandem, so it'll be dashboard, it'll be pit wall, depending on what I'm actively working on that week. So this week it was dashboard. Next week, I don't know what I'll be working on. I'll see, but put your bug in there and feature requests, and we'll look at them together during the stream, which is actually pretty constructive. I mean, it helps a lot. It helps me, and you guys can see the process as well. Dude, Brian, I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, I don't do iRacing. I have iRacing, and with your contributions, I have a subscription to iRacing. I only use it to jump in, test something, and go out. So when you guys need something, you let me know. You know better. Like, I know how ACC works, and I'm enjoying it. And if you tell me that you want something for ACC, I can give an opinion. But for iRacing, I actually don't have an opinion. What's more important? What's not? What makes sense? So that's why I need your help. I'll be streaming tomorrow again. I'm going to go back to Spa, LFM. Yes, because I had 2 amazing races. If you haven't seen them, go watch them. It helps the channel. Go leave a like as well. And yeah, leave a like on this video. I don't know if you have. Leave a like. And yeah, tomorrow I'll be driving again. And next week, again, Tuesday, racing, Wednesday, coding, and Thursday, racing. And then I'm going to be off for, I think, the next week for Christmas and coming back for the new year. Martin, I have not done... Okay, really good question. Any news about the lovely racing team? Have you done any more endurance races since the one we did on Paul Ricard? No, Martin, I have not. I have not cheated on you. I have not done any racing, endurance racing. I want to, but I haven't. There were some things planned, but I just couldn't commit to them, so I did not do anything. But to answer the question, any news about lovely racing team? Thumb Twiddler on Discord, aka Daniel Crinson, is now the race manager for the lovely racing server. And he is working on setting up with everyone on these things. So there will be races, lovely sim racing races. There will be a lovely racing team, and we're going to do all that stuff, but coming in 24. I have no timeline or roadmap right now, but it's coming, and Daniel is working on it. What times do you guys race? What time are the races? Because if it's late at night, then it's going to be wow for me. We've got 12-hour difference, right, Jeff? 12 hours. Jeff is in Hawaii. Look at this. Windows update are available. Oh, screw you. Chris, late to the party today and notice I hadn't subscribed, so subscribed and liked. Thank you very much, man. Tina, oh, you're in Vegas. Sorry. Yes, no. Sorry, Jeff. You're in Vegas. Yeah, still a lot. Still a lot. If you guys race in the evening, yeah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Morning race. So I'm not going to hide the fact that I'm very jealous of people that do morning races. So if it's 6:30 p.m., 18, 20, I can't do that because it's gonna be like around 4:30 a.m. my time. I'm not gonna do that. Forget about it, Jeff. I'm not that crazy. But I've been jealous about and seeing people, do races during their mornings. And I'm actively looking at releasing some of my time during the mornings so I can actually stream races during these early hours. But again, it's something that I don't know if I can do. I don't know if I can actually achieve that, but we'll see. Time will tell. Yes, Martin, of course, you helped so much with the previous one. All right, so I think this stream it's almost done. Let me do one last thing. So this is kind of unrelated. Let me close this and move this out of the way. So this is kind of unrelated to whatever I'm doing with sim racing, but I've always had the issue of how do I update the names on the stream at the end when I have the supporters. How do I update them in the simplest possible way? It turns out there isn't a simple way, because although I've requested it, Ko-Fi does not have an API, so I can't programmatically access the members and just create a list and stuff like that. So what I do now is I go to my Ko-Fi. You can't see it, it's on the side screen here. I go to my Ko-Fi, I go to the members, and I download them all. All right, so I'm hitting download. It's a very small file. You'll see it now. If I go to my downloads, it's this thing over here, subscriber, right? This subscriber has all of the information, but this file has everything for my subscribers. It's got your emails, it's got everything in there. And I want to use this, but it's too risky to actually upload it somewhere, right? Although it's got a weird name and stuff like that, and you won't be able, like, this is not the final name, just FYI, this is not the final name. And it is kind of risky to have the entire database or CSV file somewhere publicly, even though no one can access it because it's a very obscure URL, blah, blah. What I have done is I've installed the NA8 server, the exact same server that I'm using for the little clock here. But this server on this PC only does one thing. It basically takes this file. Actually, I'll show you right here. This folder that says support, it's empty. What it does is I grab this file, I drop it in here. The moment I drop it in there, it NA8, the server, processes it, clears out all of the columns that have any sensitive information. It only leaves the tier and your name, just two things. It uploads it to a very specific, obscure server FTP that I have, and that URL is not accessed by anyone, and just drops it in there. And then my OBS, basically, when I hit my supporters here, pulls in that CSV from a PHP file, renders it, and it shows it here. So something I used to do basically was I downloaded that, I opened the file, I cleaned out all the columns, I opened the FTP, I would navigate to the folder that I wanted, and I would drop it in there, and then everything would take place. Now using the N8 and then N8N server, this happens automatically. I just drag the file, throw it in a folder, and anytime a file is added to this folder, it triggers the process, which does everything. And the process, let me show it to you, because I really love this thing. Right. So I have a few things here, but the only one that's actually working. Let me switch back to the coding. So this is it. This is the server, N8 server. So it says local file trigger. If something happens to that folder, it triggers the process. And then it's reading the file, it's editing the spreadsheet, it's setting the values and variables that I want, it's saving it to the spreadsheet, and then it's FTPing it to the folder that I have. And then OBS just reads it from there. I could do this locally, completely locally, but I was just testing it out, and it's a bit easier to do it like that as is, because the only reason is because I also edit this from my other PC. When I'm not here, I also edit it there. But yeah, it's just, you know, quality of life stuff, you know, making things easier. And now, as you can see, when I started this stream, I had 311 lovely members, and now we're at 313. So I updated it, and it's updated as well. So you can see in yellow, you see the gold members, and everyone else is either a starter or a pro member. Having said that, I will need... Actually not need, I really want to send out my thanks to my gold members. They are 11 as of a few days ago, and they are Daniel, Enrique Castillo, Graham, Halo and Reverse, Iñaki, Jason, Magna, GTRR, Tiago, William, and Josh. Thank you very much for supporting me and becoming gold members. Thank you to every single other member, either a starter or a pro. As I said, I'm trying to make this into something of a product. I am trying very hard, I will say that. And you can see the hours I'm putting in. This is not just on Wednesdays, this is every single day, and I'm not done yet. I still have about an hour to work to continue. I will test on AC right now, and yeah, so any help, if you enjoy the lovely dashboard, please consider becoming a member. Either the €1 tier, the starter tier, which gives you access to all of the betas that I'm working on. So if you want to test what I was working on today, with all the iRacing changes and the blue theme. It will be released on Friday, and all members, all paying members, will have access to these betas. If you are a pro member and above, you also get the pit wall. So please consider becoming a lovely member and supporting this project and the work that I'm actually putting into this. Other than that, thank you very much for contributing all your feedback, all you know, sticking around with me on these boring streams where I'm just working and not actually racing. And thank you for everything. Thank you for sharing the news, sharing the Love dashboard with your fellow sim racers, and everything you guys are doing. I will continue working on this as long as I do have the support. Let me see the chat, and then I will be off. Work puts a damper in a lot of races I'd like to run. Yeah, I mean, unless you're very rich and come from a really rich family, you do need to work. I say update paid lovely members that are not gold to blue color to differentiate. Paid lovely members that are not gold to blue color. Well, they are. In the Discord, all members are orange. Paid members, starters and pro, are blue, and gold members are gold. Oh, I could do that. Oh, wait. Paid lovely members that are not gold to blue color. So you're saying have starter, pro, and gold different color there? That is easy to do. It's not even hard. I can actually do it on stream. I don't want to do it on stream, but I can do that. Is that what you're saying? So I have 3 different colors in the list here. It's amazing how many more people, like I introduced the €1 level just to make it a lot easier for everyone to join. And I've seen far more people join the gold and the pro level than the starter level, which I appreciate. I mean, honestly, it's great. And I prefer than the starter level, but it's up to you. Sí, gracias. All right, I'll do that. Why not? I will leave white for the starter level, blue for the pro level, and gold color, yellow gold for the gold members. All right, that is it for me for tonight. It's been an amazing couple of hours working on the lovely dashboard. Expect a new release for the lovely members on Friday. I don't know exactly what time it'll be. I'm still going to do some testing, so expect that, but it will be released on Friday, so you all can have it on during the weekend. And again, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for the support, and I appreciate everything. Have a great evening, great day, great morning, depending on where you are in the world, and I will see you guys tomorrow for a race in Spa. Good night.